Guys, she's even prettier in person. Oh my
Stop.
god. She doesn't have. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. Give me a second. I need to breathe. You don't know how
Can you
long
hear
I've been
me
waiting for
okay?
this. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. This is so strange. It's like you're like real. Yeah. Is that Hinata? Yeah. I mean, yeah. You're. Wow. You get this a lot, huh? Everybody sees you and they're like, "Wow, this is a real person."
No, but I appreciate you saying that. That's very
Ah, of
sweet.
course, no problem. So, for those people who don't know you, I'm going to ask you a deep question and I want you to think about this so that
Yes.
it can help them understand who you are. What is the one thing people get wrong about you that you wish they would get right?
Hmm.
The common misconception.
Um, I don't know. I don't necessarily have a ton of friends, so I feel like it's kind of
Oh
hard for
my
me to
god.
tell.
Well, we'll be your friend. Don't worry.
Oh,
We'll
thank
be
you.
friends.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't know. I people maybe think that I'm not quite as much of a nerd as I actually am.
Well, I guess the
I
stereotype is
I
the
just
only
like to,
I
you
don't
know,
usually see like models get interested into nerdy things. So like when did you stop modeling and become a nerd?
no modeling, I
Oh, okay.
promise.
Okay.
Always been a nerd though. A nerd confirmed. I
Okay.
was I've always, I'm an anime fan. I was in marching band. I've always liked to read.
In
So,
marching band. That's
yeah.
neat. What did
Yeah.
you play?
Guess.
I don't know what the name of the instruments are. The big drum thingy, the like the boom thing.
Oh, good guess. No, I played the trombone.
Oh, little old you. Like how could
Yeah.
you carry?
No, that's the one. It's the one that slides. Have you ever seen those?
Ah. Okay, okay. Which one is the one that's like the huge one?
Tuba or
Is that a tuba?
sousaphone?
Ah. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, interesting, interesting. Now,
Yeah.
one question I need to ask you, what's your favorite color?
Ooh, green.
Wh- nice.
Like
What's your favorite thing
emerald
that's
green.
which one?
Like emerald green. Like a dark,
Oh.
like
You're like the
forest green
witch
kind of.
green. Okay. What's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
favorite thing that is green?
Oh, hmm. Probably, probably emeralds. I don't know.
Emeralds? Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, guys, you know what to get her for her birthday. We're gonna send her like several like emerald
Haha.
jewelry and stuff. Okay. Somebody said
Funny.
cash. I respect that. That's I respect
That's
that.
funny. That
Okay.
is funny.
All right. So this interview is going to be handled primarily by you. We will be discussing
Okay.
everything that goes on in your head, whether that be One
Okay.
Piece, whether that be anything else. What is
Okay.
your what is the one thing that you geek about? Like you are an expert at the one topic that you know better than? Is it astrophysics? The last person I interviewed said it was teats.
Um,
Is
I,
that
I,
Jess?
I,
Hi Jess.
I don't really think that I'm like an expert. I don't want to ever say that I'm an
Yeah, so
expert in
neither.
anything. But I mean, I know a lot about books, so if I had to say anything, I would probably
Where do
say
books come
books.
from?
Where do books come from?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of subjective. You could technically say that they come
I
from people's heads
I
because they're
thought you said
stories.
okay. Are they like? Is there like a book factory and stuff?
I mean, they get printed and then they
Oh,
have to get
wait, really?
bound.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's like a big printer. Jess,
It's
I
a
gotta
very
interview
big
you
printer.
next.
Hmm.
So like, do they like print the
Hi,
pages
Jess.
like page by page and stuff, or like how is it done?
No, well, they can rapidly print. So, I mean, they can print hundreds at a time. And then, if they have more than one printer, you're talking hundreds of thousands of pages at a time. So, I mean, because if there's, especially for the bigger authors like Brandon Sanderson, and Brandon Sanderson's books, his most recent one, I think, was like 1,300 pages.
Oh wow.
So, for one book, that's that's a lot of pages. And then for as many copies, because he's such a popular author, I can't even imagine the scale
Okay.
of how much that would be
You're
printed. So,
you're at Water 7, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Favorite character so
Yeah.
far?
My favorite character?
Yeah.
I I know it's a cliche. I do really, really like Zorro.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I know, it's such a cliche. He is kind of a square, though, at least so far in the story.
What
So
is
I
that
feel like I
description?
can't,
A square?
like, when he gets locked in fights, and his, I think what pushed it for me was all of his comedic moments in Skypiea with him getting lost constantly. Um, but I love all of them. I feel like I have to say Luffy too, just because I adore him,
You're not gonna
and
give any love to the correct answer?
Usopp,
I know, it's just
Sanji.
yes, this is the only correct answer.
Sanji, I love Sanji. I love
You
all of them.
you said
I,
Usopp before Sanji. Really?
listen. I did an Usopp defending video today. Okay,
Fair
I
enough.
do not play about Usopp, but no, I adore Sanji.
Mhm.
I can tell that there's more to his character that we have not seen. So I'm
Okay.
excited to dive deeper into that because, in my opinion, I mean, you can have the level of compassion and kindness that Sanji does, but I don't think that all of that purely stemmed from his time with Zeph. I mean, he could have started that way, but in my opinion, there's more to him, and we haven't gotten there yet. But
Maybe there is.
I just adore him. I think he's so sweet,
Okay,
and
maybe there
I
is.
love, it's great when a guy can cook.
Thank you.
I
Exactly.
love to
See?
see that.
Yeah, finally some Sanji love. Jeez. Ah, I
There's no Sanji love.
no.
What? All right, but One Piece community, we gotta talk about what are the only loved characters like Luffy and Zoro,
Uh,
and
no, it's not even close. The only love characters are Zoro and Robin. That's it. And then Chopper bias because he's a little deer. It makes sense. But like everybody,
yeah,
Buggy is the most loved character in the entire series.
I admittedly love Buggy. He's hilarious, and in the little bit that I've gotten from him, he's hilarious. Um,
You have fans. People on YouTube right now are saying they love you. Oh my gosh, man.
that's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys. I'm so happy to be on here. Thank you for wanting to interview me and have me on. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. So there is something that came up. I apparently you've been interviewed before. Some of the commenters said that, hey, there's somebody else interviewing Booktokers too. They stole your gimmick. I'm like, what? Apparently.
No, so it was it's the Straw Hat podcast.
I didn't want to say any names.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, well, I love both channels. He was very, very sweet. He didn't do it live. He was concerned about spoiler comments. Because I guess he's had some issues with it in his lives, so he wanted to record it separately, and then he edited it and just posted it to YouTube. It was like an hour. But it was kind of more of a one-on-one. I'm kind of glad that it wasn't live because I'm intimidated by lives. I have gone live once and was traumatized. So this is the second time I've ever no, I've been
Okay.
live. Well, correction. I went live once and I was by myself and I had no
Okay.
mods, and that's where the mistake was. So
All right. Yeah.
that's
You
explained.
live in the year 2025, about 2,000 years after Jesus Christ, all that stuff. And
Yes.
you live in a time where the internet has become so prolific in people's lives that there are
Mm-hmm.
several people. There is Prashant from India. There are people from Europe. Everyone all conglomerated to witness a beautiful small town girl named Cheddar, gave her the nickname Cherry Cheddar, and say, we're going to watch each and every one of your videos, know everything that's going on in your head, because we truly love listening to you. I don't know why you should be shy on live. People love you.
Well, I've been scared to go live since starting One Piece because I'm afraid of the spoiler trolls.
They will definitely say spoilers for sure.
Yeah. And I am unspoiled for everything. The only thing I have gotten minor spoilers on is that there's more to Laboon's crew.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, okay.
Which I figured that was the case anyway. So,
okay,
right. That's okay. But like Instagram, I have to be a lot more careful because Instagram is a lot more wild than TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok is an echo chamber, Whatever you like, TikTok will just give you more of it. Instagram will throw everything at you and see what sticks.
Yeah, honestly, that's a really good way to describe it. I kind of just post my stuff there and leave. I like a few comments, but I'm scared to go any deeper because
Twitter is worse. Trust me. It's not.
I don't even have a Twitter. I'm terrified of Twitter.
Yeah. If you want like the best place to have like the most respectful fan base would be YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
I filmed an introductory video for YouTube today, which I will get up at some point. But
okay. Whenever you do, tell me, because like in videos now on YouTube, you're allowed to like give people like credit and like add them to like the channel, like the video and stuff, so that they can follow them directly. So whenever you do, tell me so I can go ahead and like add you to like this, because this will be edited later on and be made into a live stream, a video. So be sure.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
One thing I also want to know: when you first started One Piece, what was your thoughts going into this journey, and then versus now?
So I was really intimidated when I first started because I've seen anime, and One Piece was always it was too big. It felt too intimidating to start. And then it was the same with manga. Like I had never read a manga, so it just felt crazy starting with the biggest one almost out there. But you know what? And now I'm 340 chapters in and I don't want it to end. I'm truly savoring every bit. I love it. It has been the nicest, most refreshing way to end my 2025 reading year. It really has been so wonderful. So, I love it. And I love being able to kind of dive in on certain scenes or characters and have the community be happy to talk about it and, have more of a deep dive on stuff than what they're used to. And it's just been a blast. I've really been enjoying it. I'm trying to savor it. I don't want to go through it too fast, but it's hard to put down.
There's a saying that goes, and it's it's a funny saying that is surprisingly true. People who don't like One Piece have not read One Piece. And they always say that it's too long. But the people who have read One Piece say that it's not long enough. Hey, Sarah! Sarah, we're going to interview you soon, Sarah. We're going to interview you soon. But yes, people who say that before you start One Piece, you say it's too long. Once you read One Piece, you say it's not long enough because you want everything to be answered. Because there are so many questions, man.
Yeah. And I like book series, that are long. I love details. I love the journey. So, and I don't really understand why people complain or why they would say that it's just a cash grab at this point. And I'm like, I've said this before, A Song of Ice and Fire, the Game of Thrones series is not finished. It will probably never be finished. So I don't know why there's manga people complaining that One Piece is still coming out with chapters, because that's all I want as a book reader, is for the series to be finished, for books to still be churned out. So just be thankful that Oda still loves what he does. And respectfully, you can't yes. Okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted by Sarah. It is my first manga, Sarah.
Bro,
I love
a healthy distraction. I'll be scrolling on TikTok, doom scrolling, and boom, I see the prettiest bands ever. Like Sarah is amazing. Yeah.
I love her to death.
Cheddar, look at that. You
Um,
have fans. People love you. So
oh,
I got a
that
question.
is Mara. She's the best.
Where did the name Cheddar come from? Because like we just randomly called you Cherry Cheddar, and I didn't think you would like it, but you actually liked it. Where did the name Cheddar come from?
Um, remember how we were talking about marching band?
Yeah.
One of my friends, Troy from marching band, used to call me Cheddar, and I literally just used it as like my gamer username for the longest time. And I started this account and was like, what can I make my username? So I just used Cheddar, and I wasn't expecting the account to take off. I thought I was gonna have like
Okay.
maybe 100 people. So but I love the name Cheddar. It's very nostalgic,
They want to
So
know what instrument did you play?
trombone.
Yeah. I only just learned what a trombone is. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like the big thingy, but that's called a tuba apparently. So yeah.
Yes, yes. Tubas that's a lot of work.
What's your
Yeah.
hidden talent?
My hidden talent?
You see how she reacted? Yeah,
I don't.
everybody has that hidden talent. Some people say, well, I can roll my eyes or I can flip my tongue. Some people say I can handstand, or like some people say I can read backwards. What's your hidden talent?
I don't know. I can play the trombone and I can read really fast. I don't.
I,
I can't think of something that I know is like a hidden. I can't think of anything as like a hidden talent. I'm really good at fishing games, like
oh,
video games. If there's a
okay.
fishing game, I'm gonna win.
How do you even find this out? First of all,
I don't like if there's like a fishing mini game, like it's anybody, or if I'm playing two player with somebody,
okay.
they hate it
You
when I do
mentioned
it.
you like video games.
I
What's your favorite video
do.
game of all time?
Oh, that's a mean question.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
ask a lot of mean questions. Trust me.
oh man, all right. Um, I I really love Zelda Twilight Princess. I feel like that
She's
was
a
like,
Nintendo girl. Okay.
yeah, and Kingdom Hearts 2 for sure. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. And I love Elden Ring. I'm a big Elden Ring fan.
Are you mentally okay? Elden Ring? You know how hard it is to beat that game?
It's really hard. I have not beaten the DLC Radon. I
Right.
I'm like I play it for fun. I don't play it.
Nobody plays Elden Ring for fun. That's torture. You don't say, "Let me have a relaxing day and go on Elden Ring."
I know. It's such a good game though. It's the graphics are beautiful. I really really loved it. The other Dark Souls games just stressed me out and I felt like Elden Ring is one genuinely that's the
Okay.
most player friendly and accessible. But, I love a good cozy game. I love Stardew Valley. I recently just got done playing Hades 2. I loved the first Hades.
Okay.
So I'm kind of all over. The only thing I don't really like are like first person shooters. I'm not a fan
Okay.
of them.
Specifically, just first-person shooters or any game with a gun.
No, just first person. I
Ah, okay. So what about third-person shooters?
I mean, I
Fortnite
still
would be a
don't play.
third-person shooter.
I still don't play a ton of those really. I'm
Ah,
like
okay.
I like give me a I prefer swords as weapons.
Fair enough. I respect that. Hi, Jen. How you doing? Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you another mean question.
Yeah,
You're
go
in
for it.
the content creating world, and you also have like a different way of visualizing it now because you also make
Hmm.
content.
Hmm.
Out of like, who's your favorite TikTok content creator that when you just see their video, oh yeah, I gotta click on this. I don't care what it's about. Who's your favorite content creator on TikTok?
Well, I mean, if we're talking, I mean, I'm primarily in the book space,
Okay.
so I feel like, I mean, off the top of my head, Mara, who was just in here, Sarah, I'm always stopping by, Nathan's book talk, Ben.
You gotta
I
pick one.
really any of my close circle book friends I'm gonna talk with. I don't really. There's not like a single creator
Mm,
outside of the book space that I watch, I would say regularly. It's
okay.
just whatever, like I get a lot of cat videos and I like those. So that's really all it gives me. But I like to support, that's the thing about Book Talk is you're very close knit.
Mm,
So, you know, I love to
okay.
support the regular friends that I see.
Who's your favorite? Oh, okay. How about this? I don't know if it's already like infiltrated your For You page yet, but like, do you
Mhm.
see One Piece videos?
No, not really. And the ones I started to get them when I first started the series, and I
Mm.
kept hitting not interested
Yeah,
because
spoilers. Yeah.
I spoilers, but it made me so sad because I know that there's some really good edits. I love a
Ah,
good anime edit, so I'll have to go and
top
re
five favorite anime.
top five.
She sounds so angry at me.
Well, it's so hard to. Okay. I recently made a top five list. Let me see if I can
Okay.
recall it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is my favorite.
Okay.
Um, Psycho Pass.
No one says Psychopaths. Impressive. Okay.
I love Psycho Pass. It's
Okay.
criminally underrated.
Oh, very.
Criminally underrated. Okay, and then Vinland Saga.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Attack on Titan. I have to say Attack on Titan. I love it. I know. I know. I will not apologize. I love it.
Fair enough. Okay.
And
One more.
then I'm debating if I want to go through like my comfort option or like realistically what the best one should probably be.
Do both. Let's do both.
Okay. Comfort is Snow White with the red hair.
Oh, okay. That's a good. Okay, all right. And then realistically,
Um, I it's probably gonna be Free Run.
that's a good one. It's just
Hmm.
Freerun is so new
Yeah.
that like the thing is, I'm one of those people who like watched like a lot of anime before it became popular. I used to get bullied for watching anime. So like whenever anime became popular and then the new stuff started coming out, I'm like, this is the new gen stuff. Anyway, I'm an old head. But okay, that's a good top 5 list.
Oh,
I'm
thank
just
you.
curious as to when One Piece is gonna get on that top 5 list. I'm giving it minimum 2 months.
I
There's an arc
know.
you're getting into. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, manga is a separate. Well, I'm reading two manga currently,
Okay.
so different list. I did watch the filler arc after Skypiea by popular request.
They say they like your mind on YouTube right now. They say she's very creative and intuitive, quirky, favorite. They really like you right now.
That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. I am so honored. Thank you. Um, what were we talking about? Oh, so I watched the filler arc after Skypiea. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
G8?
Giant? No, that's not Giant. Oh, G8. Oh, you saw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
So
it's not necessary, but okay.
that's the only bit that I've oh, and I did watch the scene with Nami in Arlong
Yeah.
Park,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
which was very emotional. It was very well done. In dub and
Did
sub,
you
I
see the
watched
live
both.
action of it? They did really good on the live action.
No, I have not. And only because people told me to not watch the live action until I got to a certain point and because
Alabasta.
there was a major
There
spoiler.
you've gone past Alabasta, so you already know. Baroque
Mhm.
Works, one of the Baroque Works members who never gets introduced in the anime until later on, like later on, even after Alabasta, gets introduced as one of the first people who interact with Zoro. And canonically, that's what happened. We just don't, because Zoro has been hunting several people, and one of the
Mhm.
people he hunts was Baroque Works. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was the only spoiler. It's just Alabasta spoiler, but other than that, you can read it. Yeah, or watch it, I
Oh,
guess.
gotcha. Okay. Oh, well, that makes me feel better. Well, I'll have to go back and watch it now because it ended. Did it end in Alabasta? Have they gotten to Alabasta in the?
No, they just got done with Buggy. No, Arlong Park. They got done with Arlong Park. Yeah, it's up to all.
Okay, that's where season 1 ended.
Yeah, yeah. Season
Gotcha.
2 is coming out next year, so that one should
Yay.
be Alabasta. So
Okay, well, I'll probably be caught up.
yeah, no, definitely you should watch it. It's the best live action ever made. So actually, yeah,
I
but
really
they're
love their
usually rebooting.
process of finding the cast.
Oh yeah, yeah. They first use Oda to make sure that he picks the right person, and they go
Hmm.
based off of like geological location. Because Oda
Hmm.
says like Luffy in real life would be Brazilian, Sanji would be like French and all that stuff. So they pick like real life. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
Yep, definitely.
The next hard question I'm going to ask you
Okay.
is: you are in the book talk space, so you see creators who make
Hmm.
these big things people are in love with. Sometimes you realize that these creators don't necessarily always need to be idolized. They're real people. And real
Hmm.
people have controversy, turmoil,
Hmm.
things people don't agree with. At what point do you say, and I don't believe in this, but some people do believe in this, you say, I'm not going to read this book or talk about this book or promote this book simply because the author did something I didn't like? I'm talking about people like J.K. Rowling, like Neil
Hmm.
Gaiman, Sandman. I personally will read a book. I don't care about who wrote it. Harry Potter is still Harry Potter, regardless of if it was
Hmm.
J.K. Rowling or somebody. I still love Harry Potter. You know, The
Hmm.
Sandman by Neil Gaiman. I don't care what kind of person Neil Gaiman is. I love The Sandman. You know, but like, what do you
Right.
think?
No, I'm very much the same way. I mean, it's personal. It's a personal decision. It's
Right.
I think that if you don't support what an author is about and you feel uncomfortable reading it, don't read it. But I don't necessarily think that you need to go and make a whole video spewing about it. I just think it's in poor taste personally.
Mm.
It's the same with my favorite series is Sun Eater by Christopher Rocchio, and there
Okay.
was some controversy with Christopher Rocchio. And
Oh, okay.
respectfully, I was still going to read the series because I love the series.
Right.
I did. It's just if someone once says, "Hey, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to read this," I completely respect that.
Mm.
However, don't come on my page and tear me a new one because I'm still reading it or I'm enjoying it. Some people can separate the art from the artist and other people can't. I think as long as there's a base of respect, that's all it that's all it needs to be. That I don't think that anybody needs to, unfollow or trash
Yeah.
anybody just
Okay.
because they have, you know,
Yeah, I respect
different
that. Somebody on
opinions.
YouTube said only if their like ideology gets like forced into the actual art itself, then that's when I choose to do.
And
That makes
yeah,
sense. Yeah.
yeah, and I would agree with that. Now, and I will say in regards to Sun Eater, some of Christopher Rocchio's beliefs are written into his work, and I think that that's natural with any author.
Right.
However, there were some people saying that the books felt a very negative kind of
Mm.
way, and I personally did not get that at all. Many people did not get that either out of those books. So, just again, sometimes it's subjective. Sometimes it's very obvious and that's what it
Mm.
is. But sometimes you'll have a group of people say, "Oh, I read this and it's kind of witch hunty," or if
Right.
they're
Yeah.
really upset and then they look into the work and I think that they read it a little too deeply. It is a fictional work. I don't think it's
Mm.
overly fair to say, "Hey, there's this fictional character in a fictional scenario. That means that he's writing it." I don't know. It's like it's just fiction. It's If you don't
Fair
like
enough.
it, just put it down.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
yeah.
We live in a world plagued by technology. I say plagued because technology is never going anywhere. It's gonna continue to get better and better. And
Hmm.
there are several breakthroughs that have come through technology. But the thing is, technology makes life easier. Whatever makes life easier takes some certain mediums away, like jobs and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Specifically, most recently, AI has been taking certain jobs of like
Hmm.
artists and whatnot, and like different like ways of thinking. Some people don't even use Google anymore. They go to Chat GPT. AI has
Hmm.
gotten so good that it even makes videos now.
Hmm.
In the eventual future, there might even be people saying that AI will start replacing authors and stuff and start writing books.
Hmm.
Why not get it for free? If I could have J.K. Rowling write another Harry Potter story, I could just have ChatGPT do it again, but this time add some lore of Walking Dead in there or something.
Hmm.
I've heard a lot of book talkers say they don't want that to ever happen. They don't want AI to
Hmm.
ever take over authors. But I think realistically, AI will take on anything that has to do with art or creativity because that's what people do. They try to expand on it. Do you think you would be able to tell the difference between an AI writing a story and an author? And do you like that whole future?
Um, I don't think that AI will ever be able to create stories on the level that
Oh,
people do. And that is because AI cannot create anything original. It searches and reads everything that's already been written and it copies it. There is not an original thought from
can
AI.
I ask you a question regarding that?
Yeah.
You go through life, you perceive everything with your five senses. You see the color
Hmm.
black, you see the color red, you see how he meshes with white, and you say, cool, that's a very good color mixture. Whenever I wear clothes, I'm gonna wear that. And you think that's an
Hmm.
original thought. Most thoughts are formulated because of people's experiences and perceptions. So since there are no exactly fully original thought, but rather creative thoughts, wouldn't you say it's the same thing with AI too?
You could argue that, but the difference is
Fair
that
enough.
one is a living, breathing human being and the other
Can you
is
feel that in a
technology.
book, like the living reason, like the humanity of
Yeah,
the people? Of
a
course.
1,000%. And the books that have AI that are suspected of AI, you can tell because they're poorly written. There's
Ah, that is true.
inconsistencies,
Yeah, that is
you
true.
know. And look, there's been plenty of books written by people that are bad books, but at least they're written by people. There's no, it,
Fair
like in the
enough. Okay.
comments, AI doesn't have a soul.
Ah, you can
There's
feel
no
the soul of
brain.
writers. Okay.
There's no thought behind it, you know. And
Yeah,
I'm severely against it. I don't
I am
support
too.
it. It's especially in the art space and especially in the book space. You know, I mean, we
Yeah.
see there's so many important works. I'm trying to get into the classics because they are classics for a reason. They've survived the lengths of time. I'm sorry, but nothing technology does will genuinely be able to recreate the greatest artworks done by man and woman. They just won't, whether it be painting, writing, singing, songwriting, anything, you know?
I
So,
genuinely agree with you. I actually lost. There was a job I used to work to before. I actually lost that job to AI. So I really don't like AI myself because it has replaced
mm,
me in a job. And, but I also made a vow to myself to always think about the truth and tell the truth. So that means I have to think about even things I don't like. And I told
mhm.
myself, if I was my employer and I could have a robot do something for free instead of paying people, I would do the same thing too. So I don't blame him for replacing us with AI. But me as a worker, I'm like, that's my paycheck gone, you know? So I could see both
Mhm.
sides to it, but regardless, I still don't like AI. So I definitely
Yeah,
understand. I
yeah,
can't.
I agree.
Can you blame people for trying to make their life easier though? By instead of like, again, I don't like that AI took artists' jobs, but if you could not pay an artist like $50 and just get something similar, could you blame people for wanting to make their life easier?
Yes, you
I like
shouldn't do
that.
it.
I like that.
Yeah, it is a yes. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you are gonna make a book, if you have
Mm.
written a work, an original work,
Uh-huh.
and then you go and you get an AI cover because you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to pay an
Mm-hmm.
artist to illustrate a cover for your original work, that is bull.
That is
That is
hypocritical.
literally
Yeah.
trashing.
Yeah.
Like you may as well just put your book in the garbage because it goes against what you just did. You shouldn't
I
do it.
love that. Gosh, I
So,
love the way you think. Okay. Next question I want to ask. This one is going to probably be one of your favorite questions.
oh boy.
Now, I know next to nothing about that really good book you like. Tell me about Sun Eater. I want to know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get. Okay, wait. Let me see.
Yeah, give
So
me
I'll get the first.
the Sparks Notes where like I want you to make me a fan, or like right now.
Okay. So this is the first book.
Oh, okay,
It's called Empire of Silence. Okay.
okay,
So hear me out.
all right, I'm listening.
You follow your main character, Hadrian Marlowe. Okay.
Okay.
He starts as a younger kid.
Is that Mari? Hi,
Humanities.
Mari. We gotta interview you next, Mari.
Oh, I love Mari. Is she here?
Dude, we love Mari so much. Yeah, red
She's
hair
so
Mari.
sweet. I haven't been able to watch her videos because she's way farther
Oh no,
ahead than
she's
me.
blistered.
But
Mari, we are judging Mari right now. She's emotional wreck. Mari is amazing. But yeah, no, I gotta interview her next.
you so should. I love her.
Okay,
But
now tell me
yeah.
about Sun Eater.
So you follow Hadrian Marlowe. Humanity's been at war with a alien race called the Cielsen for thousands of years. It's not looking great. It follows kind of the chosen one trope. Okay, so
Nothing wrong with that.
yep, Hadrian basically is chosen to. He's given a vision that he's gonna end up destroying a sun and
Does he have like
wiping out
superpowers?
the Cielsen race and saving humanity. So it's
Wait, the
seven.
Cielsen race of bad people?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Because it sounds like, like he's like G side, like it sounds like he's like
Yeah, look, I'll show you what they look like.
okay. They look like really bad people? Well, see, they don't look too, they look like dragons.
No, they're terrifying. They're so scary. They're not. This book is like a nightmare, and it's bad.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's 7 books long. It is 7 books long, and Hadrian. This isn't a spoiler. It's humanity. This is like hundreds of thousands of years in the future. Okay.
So they're in space.
Yes. Yeah. So they've well colonized and everything, and humanity's essentially perfected their form. So Hadrian's about as perfected as it can get, not quite.
What does that mean?
So as he can live very, very long. So he lives to be like 700 years old. So a lot of people complain that the first book especially, but even the first 2 books are boring and that they don't like Hadrian's character. And I'm like, okay, I personally really liked them, but I can understand why some people would think that they're a little slow. But
Okay.
it's a series that requires investment, and it's one of those where you look back and you really appreciate the earlier books. And it's the prose that I like. It's the writing. It's very, very, it's deeply philosophical, deeply theological. It's very descriptive. It's one of those that just you want to like sit and think and you ponder.
Are there superpowers in it? Because like, how are you gonna like destroy the sun?
You're gonna have to read and find out.
I like a good power system in a book, so I was just curious, like, how do you destroy
No,
the sun?
it's I can't really say without it being a spoiler, but essentially the one who chose Hadrian, he will develop his own skills. And oh my word, if you can make it to book 3, okay?
That's a huge statement. Make it to
I know.
book 3.
Listen, the first 2 books are good. They're great. The first book, I say that the first book is like a prologue.
Okay.
How's the audiobook? I'm so glad you asked. They are phenomenal. They are narrated by Samuel Rukin.
Okay.
He is the voice of Hadrian. He does a phenomenal job. But the Cielsen are terrifying. They are terrifying. Okay. There are book worlds that I'm like, I would love to visit, like Middle Earth. I'd love to go and see, the hobbits and everything, see the elves. Right. Never in a million years will I set foot in Sun Eater. Ever.
Okay.
Hey, they're so creepy, but it's a great series. Look, he just released the last book. It's the 7th book, literally just last month on the 18th. I got to read it early. It's one of the best conclusions to any series I have ever read, watched, anything. It's
Somebody wanted to know. You said you liked reading classics. What counts as a classics that you're enjoying right now?
so like I'm like baby into classics. All right,
Okay.
they scare
What
me.
even counts as a what is a classic book? Do you talking about like Shakespeare? Is that like a classic? Romeo and
Like just
Juliet?
like yeah, like Shakespeare, Jane Eyre. I just recently read The Picture of
Is
Dorian
Diary of the Wimpy
Gray.
Kid a classic?
Is what?
Diary of the Wimpy Kid.
You know, it might be a classic for some.
Okay. Okay. I like that one. I like classics. Yeah. Okay. Why
Yeah.
you said that so sarcastically? Are you judging me?
No, no, I am not judging you at all. Do you still believe in the cheese touch?
Yes. Yeah. Would you? Why? Of course. That's disgusting.
I will admit, I never got into Diary of the Wimpy Kid.
Ah, fair
I
enough.
missed
Fair
out,
enough.
but
Aw. Okay.
yeah.
So, do you have a favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, on the like the girl side of me, it's Pride and Prejudice. I love Pride and Prejudice.
Oh my god.
Listen, it's a good movie. I love that movie. On like a, great works of our time, then it's gonna be probably Lord of the Rings and the Two Towers,
Okay. All right.
or Inception.
Inception. Okay,
Hmm.
that's a. I haven't heard nobody say Inception in a long time. That's a
I
good one.
love Inception.
Now you said the girl in you. I want to talk about that a little bit. So there is a rumor that's been going around, and one of the first people I interviewed confirmed this rumor. I'm curious if you can confirm it. Turns out you book talkers have been reading some like freaky things. Like y'all are into like some like weird things. What is this I hear about a cow being milked? Some minotaur guy? Like morning
Oh God.
milk man.
Oh,
Yeah. Like,
okay. All
are
right.
you into this stuff?
No. No, I am not. If you look on my page in any degree, I am a pronounced non-spice lover. That's why I read books that are like that
Mm,
thick, because I don't.
you've read 50 Shades of Grey, huh?
No, I have not. I have not. Thank you very much.
Fair enough. But like,
I
what are your
like
thoughts
Pride
on
and
it?
Prejudice because it's clean.
Sure.
I do.
Okay, so like, what are your thoughts on it? Because it seems like a very common. Because I'll be minding my business, and then suddenly a book talker will tell me, "So I'm reading this thing," and like they'll tell me like the graphic images and stuff. I'm like, what? You got?
Look, it, I'm not gonna dog on anybody who likes some spice in their books, comma, but if you are reading books for the spice or you can't read a book without spice, then that's an issue, respectfully.
Are you judging Gooners?
1,000%. Yeah. It's yeah. That's
Okay. Man. All right, fair enough. Yeah,
so,
guys love Gooners.
oh, this is
Go ahead, say it. Say it.
no, I just this is a I was not prepared for this line of questioning. But no, I am not a Spice fan. I don't prefer it. If quite literally if there are scenes in the books that I'm reading, I will just skip the chapter because I don't care to read it.
Okay. Okay, so
So
you said you weren't expecting these lines of questions. I'm curious, what questions were you expecting from the interviews?
I don't know. I was expecting just I don't know, I was expecting more One Piece questions. Or,
Ah,
in general, but you've been asking me a lot more questions on the book talk side of things,
because I mean, I want to
which
know you, you know? Like,
oh,
I
that's
know
very
One
sweet.
Piece. I want to know what you like about one. Like, I want to know you, specifically you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
Like, for
nice.
example, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, probably sushi.
Sushi. Okay.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had sushi?
Oh goodness, I don't know. Probably like a month ago.
You gotta fix that. It's getting to the end of the year. You need to
I
have
know
like
it's the end of the
get a
year. I
sushi
don't have
buffet.
sushi money. I need to save up for Christmas money.
Guys, go spam like her videos or whatever it takes to give her money, man. We will start a GoFundMe to give you sushi. We will. Like you need to have sushi before the end, like a sushi buffet before, and you gotta record yourself doing like reviewing a sushi buffet before the end of the year.
All right, sushi mukbang. I will add it to the list.
Will you really? Because like people are gonna hold you to that. Will you really? You gotta do it.
No, I feel weird eating on camera.
At least
I can
review a
I can
sushi.
barely I can barely react when I'm reading on cam. That's a new thing for me. I don't.
Okay, at least like eat sushi, and then after that record your experience. Like the way you review books, review sushi.
Oh my
Well, the
goodness.
cook, you can taste the spice the cook added to these chapters of the. Yeah, no, really, I wanna. Yeah, I want a sushi review. I think you would be amazing with it.
Okay. Well, I so appreciate that. Thank you
Of
very
course, no
much.
problem. Okay, so no, for real, we're gonna try our best to contribute to helping you eat some sushi, like a lot of sushi before the end of the year. You have to. Um, Next thing I want, if you could go anywhere in the world and money was not a problem, where would you be? Anywhere in the world.
I'm not really beating the weeb allegations if I say
You're gonna say
Japan.
Japan. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay, okay. Other than Japan, it would be Switzerland
Why Switzerland?
because it's so pretty.
It's
It's got
cold.
mountains.
I don't like cold places. Sorry, but it's cold. Okay. All
I
right.
I like I have liked the cold the older I've gotten. I used to like I used to like the heat and now I'm like, but I like
I
the
grew up by the
view.
beach, so I've always been like a beachy baby. I've never liked the cold. Yeah.
That's
Somebody said
totally
I
valid.
recommend Portugal. Why? I know next to nothing about Portugal.
Oh, and Portugal's got some pretty beaches. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge, I'm a homebody. I get homesick a lot. So, like, I went to Hawaii in high school with my marching band, and I cried on day 3 because I wanted to go home. I missed my parents.
Aw. To me, home is the people. I don't have like for me, home has never been physical. It's always been like the people. So it's more
Hmm.
like I miss the people. It's never
Yeah.
been like I miss home. Like I would be anywhere as long as I'm with like that one specific person. So yeah, it's
Yes.
always been people for me.
Yeah.
Now, what like everybody wants to know when like have you always been this intelligent, very like intrusive like this person who like deep dives into things? Have you always been this way, or did you like recently like evolve and like
No, I've always been. I mean, I don't really want to say I've always been intelligent, but I've always been very, I've always been very quiet and introspective. I've always had an old soul, if you will.
okay, all right,
So,
fair enough.
yeah,
As you're reading One Piece, do you have any expectations?
not necessarily. I know that it's going to get deeper and more serious, and there's going to be more serious themes covered, and I'm excited for that because I feel like there's more to analyze and dive into. Just again, like this big explosive fight between Luffy and Usopp. I feel like it's one of the
Oh, you just
first.
got through that fight. What did you think of that fight?
I was so emotional reading it. I
Whose
was
side were
not
you on?
expecting it. There's a it was really hard.
Yeah.
There's so many complicated feelings on both sides, you
Do you want to
know.
explain
I
the fight for the people who don't know?
Oh yeah, yeah. So Usopp gets beaten to a pulp twice by the Frankie gang, and after they go avenge him and everything, he wakes up on the ship and Luffy has to tell him that the $200 million is gone and the Going Merry is irreparable and they're going to have to get a new ship. And Usopp just loses it. Um, And a lot of people were saying on my video that like they hated Usopp or they never forgave him after this moment. And I really had an issue with it because if you're looking at it on a surface level thing, sure. But I'm like, how do you guys forget that this guy is already humiliated and shamed because he got beaten, right? Twice. He's responsible for their money getting stolen. Okay. The Going Merry was given to him from Kaya and her family, right? So he's already got a personal connection. He's been making the repairs on the ship. He already feels weak. So making the repairs is the way that he feels useful to the crew. So to then wake up suddenly and then have his captain say, oh yeah, about that, we're abandoning ship because it's irreparable. It's in his brain, you could argue that he just made the connection of if they're going to throw away Mary, who's a crew member, they can throw me away, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's an intense moment. And then there's Luffy on the other side of it, right? Who has never really had a serious captain moment. His friends his crew are friends. He's never really had like a commandeering moment. I would say in Long Ring Longland, arguably, when he says, you know, I would rather die than have any harm come to my crew. That was a good captain moment when he's climbing to the castle in Drum Island. You see those moments of where he's a true captain, but it's not necessarily while his friends are present and watching. It's not a moment where he commands that respect from them. Mm-hmm. So he's already wrestling with his own emotions, right? And about the Going Merry. And then I feel like his go-to coping method is optimism, right? He's always smiling. He's always doing this. So he tries to do that with Usopp, who has just suddenly woken up from this horrible experience. And he's freaking out. And Luffy's like, oh, don't worry. And he's like, what do you mean don't worry? He's like, well, I'm trying to explain. And he's like, there is no explaining you saying that we're going to leave the Going Merry. So it's a really, and I will say too, it's a testament to how upset Luffy was about the Going Merry, because normally Luffy's emotional intelligence is off the charts. He knows what to say, what to do to cut to the heart of any situation. And he truly was just blind here. I think he was blind with grief. He was blind with he did not know how to talk to Usopp and handle him in that moment, you know, and he was forced to do the hard thing as a captain, and it was rough. But I really loved, like, Sanji stepped in and he kicked Luffy before he went too far, saying his words to Usopp, because he was basically going to tell Usopp that he could leave. So Sanji steps in and is like, idiot, knock it off. And then Zoro, after their fight, too, has his again, Zoro doesn't have a lot of, like, good, serious moments. I feel like his, at least for me so far, his main thing has been, like, action. You know, he locks in and kicks butt, or he's funny. So, you know, he had his quiet, introspective moment here where, you know, he's like, you need to be confident in what you just did. You know, you're the captain, you need to lay down the line. So it was a painful scene, but it was good. You know, I feel like it's a vital growing moment for the crew, but it's the first. Yeah. Wait, what?
Can you say you can pick a side?
No, not necessarily. There's no right or wrong in this scenario. It's painful all around. I mean, if you're going to get technical, they have to move on from the Going Merry. Yeah. It is irreparable. I'm praying for a miracle. I'm like, this is the land where you can turn into rubber. Like, you mean to tell me there's not somebody who can, like, magically touch a ship and it repairs? I'm hoping for some miracle. I don't want to say goodbye to Mary. I don't know. We'll see. Usopp was in the wrong. Both of them were in the wrong. Usopp was in the wrong. He should not have lashed out and fought Luffy the way that he did. I understand why he did, and I sympathize with him. But they have no choice. And again, Usopp wasn't there for that conversation. He didn't get all the pieces. So I think, some people blame Luffy 1,000%, and that's not right either. They both made mistakes. They're two flawed, and they're kids. I mean, they're like 17, 18, 19. They're in their teens. So, it's a logical, and I feel like boys in general, right? Like the way that they want to do things most of the time is duke it out. And
yeah. And it tends to work.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're still mad at each other, but it's just a growing moment for the crew. I'm sure that they will make amends at some point, but now they've lost Robin. I just read chapter 340 before I got on here, and Robin just said that she's never coming back. And that there's like a darkness in her, and she's bad for the crew, and Sanji and Chopper tried to swim after her. Yeah. It's getting worse by the second here. Yeah. I'm like, all right.
Somebody on YouTube wanted to know, what's your favorite island so far?
Skypiea.
Yeah, that's a solid one. Okay.
Skypiea. Listen, Alabasta had my favorite moment in the entire series so far that I have read. Skypiea just resonated with me. I don't know. A lot of people said that like Book Talk, they were hoping Book Talk would love Skypiea, and they're so right, because I feel like the story that Oda tells, starting in Jaya and then completing in Skypiea, I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved that it was so funny, but then like Nolan's flashback with Calgara, I was not expecting it to resonate and be that emotional of a story. So, and then Luffy rings the bell.
Oh, that was good. Oh, yeah.
I was cooked. I was like,
was
all right. I read that on Thanksgiving before I left for my family's get together, and I'm like, how many aura points am I losing by sobbing to One Piece on Thanksgiving? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But no. Oh, it was so good.
Okay.
I just love it.
The other question I do have for you. As people read One Piece, they started to, it's such a big world, and it feels like a tangible world because the world is living. Even during Skypiea, stuff was still going on. You heard about Blackbeard, you hear about Ace and stuff like that. Like, there's things still going on. The world is still tangible. So a lot of people started to relate to different characters, and throughout time, One Piece has different hardships. There is the thing going on with Usopp right now. There's the stuff that was going on with Luffy, Zoro, with Mihawk, everything. Several hardships, even Chopper. Yeah. You relate to it. It gets to the point where One Piece becomes part of your life. People go through hardships and use One Piece to help get through it. How did Usopp get through this? So let me help myself get through this. Through loss of a family member, all of these things, and leaving home. Perhaps you're going off to college, you see Usopp live in the village. It helps you understand how to better cope with it. It's gotten to the point where One Piece has invaded the real world. People, whenever they're fighting oppressive forces, they use One Piece. There is a revolutionary in Nepal and different places in Indonesia where people go against their government with the One Piece flag. One Piece community has become not just this group of people who are weebs that attach themselves to a show, but people who want to use One Piece to change their very lives. What do you think of the One Piece community now that you've witnessed them?
I at least the ones that I have encountered, I have loved. I know that it's the community is on such a scale that you really can't fathom it. You know, it's a lot. I mean, coming from someone in book talk with like Sun Eater, right? It is a fraction of how big the One Piece community is. So the group that I've got, I really adore, especially on TikTok. The ones that I communicate with, you know, they're really kind and great. You know, I stay away from Instagram because that's more Wild West out there for me. And again, maybe it's more of the new age. I keep hearing that the more troublesome ones are the new age fans. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but you know, it's really special. And you know, I think it's a testament to Oda's writing in the way that he's able to make you connect so deeply with these characters. They're relatable and the crew feels like family. You feel like you're a part of it, going on the journey with them, you know. And again, I can read books and sometimes the author makes me feel that same way with characters. A lot of the books I read, that does happen, and a lot of it does not. You know, a character will come and go and you feel nothing when that happens, you know. And it's really a testament. I mean, I use the example like Chopper's backstory. You meet Dr. Hirluke at the flashback, and then at the end of the flashback he's gone. Yeah. The amount of intense emotion and connectivity that you feel towards Dr. Hirluke and his relationship with Chopper in just 3 chapters maybe is all that is. It's incredible. It's incredible storytelling. It's relatable. And it's political. It covers themes of freedom and oppression and you know, religious extremism, and it covers a lot. So I think it's just a story that people can relate to and resonate with, and I resonate with it a lot. I relate and resonate a lot with Usopp, which is why I came to his defense today. You know, I think it's just cool. It's an awesome reading experience. I am loving and I'm so honored to share it with the community. I'm glad that they are enjoying it and taking what they want out of it. It's been a blast. I'm so humbled. I'm so grateful. They've shown me so much kindness, and I'm just so appreciative.
Do you not usually have this kindness in the other book talk like spaces?
It depends. It depends.
Are they like girls?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, they're certainly out there. I don't necessarily know any. But it's more just the random, you know. What?
I've met a few.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I try to just stay out of as much of it as I can. I try to be as kind as I can and have fun with it. And if there's somebody I'm not vibing with, I just, you know, I just use my intuition and distance myself from it. The people who are kind and want to interact, you naturally just find each other. So that's what I've been doing. But there's always going to be somebody that's having a bad day. Then when you make a video and you're like, this is my favorite series of all time, and then someone's going to type in and be like, this is the most terribly boring, derivative, atrocious slop that I have ever read, and if you like this, then you lack the intelligence of even a hamster. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much for leaving that comment on my post. I appreciate it. So, and some days, and you know, look, holidays are a rough time for a lot of people. I understand, but it was getting pretty heavy-handed the past couple months. So, you know, that's the switch to manga, and I don't say this to brag in any sense. I swear, I just have no life. I have read over 90 books this year, and a lot of them are audio. It is a lot. So, you know, to switch to something like One Piece that's easier to read, but I can still get just as much, if not more, than I would out of a regular novel. It's awesome, you know, and the supportive book talk friends are there supporting me through whatever I'm reading, and I love them for that, and I am forever grateful and thankful for them, just as I'm grateful for the One Piece people who are new to my channel and, you know, want to follow along with me. And um you know, I did it like when you watched my book recommendation videos
Right.
for One Piece people, and they were there, and they're like, okay, it's just
Well,
so, it's so sweet, it's so nice.
somebody on YouTube wants to know: are there any Straw Hats or any One Piece characters who you think you would meet in real life and get along with very well?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'd like to say, I mean,
For me, it's Shanks. I would get along with Shanks so well.
really, I want more Shanks. We got like a teaser of him
Yeah.
in Jaya, and then we left again, and I'm like, oh, I that's a great answer. I would love to meet Shanks. Probably, I mean, it feels stereotypical to say
Okay.
Nami and Robin because they're the
Why
girls, but
not? You would get along with Nami. Like, just telling you off the top, you would get along with Nami.
I would, and I feel like I would get along with Robin too,
Robin,
because
she's a reader. She's a book reader.
she's a reader, and you know, she's quieter, she's on a more mature I feel like we could have some
She's
great
morbid.
conversation.
Robin is morbid. So,
Morbid.
yeah.
You
Haven't
know
you
what,
noticed her, like, morbid personality?
I can vibe with that. I can get along with anyone as long as they're, you know, nice and respectful. And I feel like Robin is. She's going through some stuff right now, but we're gonna read through it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it. But yeah, and
Well,
Nami's, I love Nami. She's such
she's
a little
amazing.
peanut. I would love to see her. I
As
would
I
get
was
along with her.
making book talk videos, I would start to, like, I would interact with the book talk because I wanted to give them credit. I was like, hey guys, I just made a video of you. I just want you to know I did give you credit and all that stuff, and I would give them credit on the videos, you know? But over time, I would keep making more and more because, like, they really enjoyed me making videos of them. And then they got to a point, I'm out of respect for everybody, I won't say any names. They got to a point where some of the book talkers noticed that some people were in the videos more than others. Like, there were some people who would have like 4 videos of theirs in the videos that I make, or like back to back, and some people wouldn't show up for like 2 videos later or whatever. And then some of them would message me and say, hey, is there any particular reason why her videos are showing more or this person's videos are showing more? And I just say, well, it's because they make it. They make it. I haven't seen this video from you in like a month, you know? Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't just get it out of thin air, you know? And then
Right.
and then some of them would message me saying, hey, do you know why this person unfollowed me? I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, it got like that, yes. And then some of them stopped interacting with each other because they felt like some people were just doing it for the attention. And I'm like, guys, I thought we were just reading books. That's why I was like, and then you told me that some people like can get very catty with Sun Eater, and I'm like, is this a thing? So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it definitely can. And you're in the social media space, you know, there's going to be people who they like the follower count, and they, you know, unfortunately there are some that want to do certain things or jump on trends for clout, and you know, you just can't really avoid it, you
yeah,
know. It's always going to be there, and you just got to use your intuition and, you know, your sense of character, if someone's being genuine or not. And I feel like it's generally easy to tell. I mean, One Piece is a One Piece is a big commitment. You can't
oh yeah,
read One Piece for clout if, you know,
yeah.
you're not enjoying it. Like, it's a huge commitment. So, you know, to anybody suggesting that that's the case, I mean, you know, just look at who's, I would say look at who's still reading it.
Right.
But, you know, it doesn't, you know, we're all people at the end of the day. You know, I would hope that maybe if somebody was doing something for clout, you know, or if there was any jealousy, that they would catch themselves and you know, just know that there's a better way to act. I like to think that, people can learn from their mistakes. And
Someone wanted to know what is if you could have any devil fruit abilities, what would it be?
ooh, wow, you two people have some great questions.
They do.
I listen. Oh my gosh, if I could steal Robin's, I would. What I
Really?
wouldn't give to
Extra
sprout an infinite
appendages.
number of hands. You know how useful that would be? Oh my gosh. But if I'm going like creative, it would be probably to read multiple books at one time.
You know how lame that is? Once you're done with books, what is like that ability is not useful outside of books.
That is not true. I want to read so many books, and I'm afraid that I won't get to read them all. So, if I could read like 3 or 4 books at a time and keep them, you know, I don't know. But I mean, if you're looking for something flashy, I don't know. I'm not a very flashy individual though. Like I don't want a ton of,
So then the question stands: if she can make like body parts and appendages, can she eventually make like full blown like organs like eyes? Can she make eyes to spy on people? Can Robin do you think Robin would be able to do that? And if so, those eyes could read for her multiple books at once, right?
maybe. I thought it was just with her hands though.
I wouldn't know. Again, I can't even say anything either. It would be a spoiler.
That's genius.
Yeah,
Otis follower says, with Robin's fruit, just learn Braille.
that is true. You could do
That's
great. Yeah,
genius.
that is true. Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh. See, this is the critical thinking that we need in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
look, see, I got one of those little, I feel like that's a sign. I got one of the little, like, mystery devil fruit things, and I was hoping
I know
for
exactly
Robin's
which one
fruit.
that is. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's not really a spoiler revealing to you what it looks like because you don't really learn about it later on to like the story. But do you have any theories? Everybody gets a One Piece theory. Do you have any theories?
Um,
Hi, Becky. Becky, we won't spoil anything, but do you have any theories?
oh, yeah. Yeah. It's dangerous. Okay, One Piece theories. I mean, ugh, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're kind of hinting towards this, but I feel like
Okay.
Luffy's part of like a massive pirate family, maybe.
A
So I
massive
think,
pirate family. What do you mean?
yeah, I think because he's got his brother, Ace, who's
Okay.
also a devil fruit user. And then there's this Gold D Roger, and I think that that is his grandpa. It's not confirmed, so everybody keep your mouths shut. But I that's my guess. Um, so if that's his grandfather, then there's got to be like other family members that we don't know about. So I feel like if I had to guess, and like maybe
Like
one
he
of
has like
like
a huge like ancestry of like pirates, like history of pirates in his family.
yeah, and then like when they
Ah,
get to
okay.
the end, like the last island,
Hmm.
like one of his family members will be waiting for him, which kind of
Really?
stinks. Yeah, because I which stinks because I want to know now. I have a long way to go, and you
Mm.
guys are not even at the end.
Oh.
So
Oh.
it's it's gonna be a minute before I know, like we find out, like, there's no finale yet. So I feel like I feel like that's I feel like that's my theory. I could be dead wrong, and if I am, that's fine. But I feel like he's being very secretive and like
Okay.
wishy-washy about Luffy's past for a
So let
reason.
me. I'll give you a scope.
Bye,
A
Max.
few years ago, I'll give you like a grand like scale of things. A few years
Okay.
ago, about 3 or so years ago, Oda revealed something big. I'm not gonna spoil it to you. He revealed something huge, and this was around chapter 1,000 something, right? He revealed something very huge, and then he stated to the people at a press conference somewhere, like to his editor or something. He says, "All
Mhm.
right, now that I've done this, I can finally start writing One Piece." I was like, "What?" And
Like
you will
everything was
understand
the
why.
prologue?
You're reading prologue right now. You are. Yes, that's all I'm gonna say. He's still setting up the stuff. When you get to where we're at, it's like, oh, now we're doing One Piece. Yeah, it's still prologue.
This dude
It's
is
so deep.
crazy.
Oh, he's a genius at writing. It's man. Just
I
wait till
just
you.
know he misses his family. Like manga is not an easy thing to
There are
do.
several times where he gets sick and he's like, guys, I can't do a chapter for about a month or so. Nobody complains. Yes, please take your time. Like we need this
Yeah.
story, so take your time. But
As they should. This man deserves every ounce of rest that he can
yeah,
get.
he's
And
been
that's
doing this for
another
like
thing
years.
about that's another thing too about how long this thing is going. Like I know that he's probably swimming in cash. This man's not doing it for the money either. Like he's genuinely writing it because he loves his story and
Oh
he
yeah,
sees where it's going. I do think
it's
that it's much bigger than he originally anticipated. But I love that he's still writing it.
when he first started writing. This is not a spoiler because he already passed that arc. When he
Yeah,
first
no,
started
you're good.
writing, because he's doing it like a it's a magazine, so they only
Mhm.
give you, okay, let's see if people actually like it. We'll see how many people buy this specific magazine with your stories in it, and if they continue to buy it, then we know they like it and we'll give you more of it. Cool. So it was then, hey, okay, you only get to do a few of these arcs, and if they like it, continue.
Mhm.
He didn't think it would be as successful as it was because it wasn't his first ever story. He tried several stories, all similar to One Piece, but not One Piece, and none of them would stick. So he did One Piece eventually, and then people liked it, but it wasn't like a big. And then he's like, cool, I'll just stop at Alabasta. That's
Okay.
why that's why you saw like things like Luffy's execution early on in like Lowtown and stuff like that. He was like, okay, cool, let me just go ahead and like just wrap it up. Let me
Oh.
introduce Luffy's brother, all that stuff. We'll just stop it. But people just kept like, yo, what's going on at Alabasta? We want more of this. He's like, really? Because there's some stuff I sprinkled in there that I could do a lot more about. So then he just like kept going. But no, it's so beautiful.
Oh my
It's so
gosh.
deep. You would
I
love One Piece.
I'm that's what I'm saying, man. I'm so in love with it already and I'm not even like I mean I'm just now in Water 7. Is it a spoiler to ask how long Water 7 goes? Like to what
Uh,
chapter?
it's not a spoiler off the top of my head. I do not know. All I'll tell you is Water 7 is broken into two parts. You
Oh,
are in part
okay. I didn't
1
know
of
that.
Water 7. The second part is not even
Gotcha.
called Water 7. Yeah, that's all I'll tell you. But yes, you are in part 1 of Water 7.
Oh,
It's broken up into two parts. Yes. And
okay.
Oda's wife is one of his biggest fans. She's the actress for Nami in the one of the One Piece plays, the live action plays. She's the
Is
actress
she
for Nami.
really?
Yeah, she's such a huge fan, man. Yes.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
I love
One
that.
Piece is amazing, man. It's truly beautiful. One of the
Yeah.
questions I wanted to ask you is, out of every story you've ever written, which character would you say like is the most Cheddar possible? Who reminds you of you, Charity?
What? Like what character or what story?
Yes, who is you? Yes, out of every story you've ever written, you've seen different characters from different walks of life. Who is you? Your background, the things you've been through. Who is you?
That's a really intense question for me to
For me,
just
I would probably still say Shanks.
really. Oh,
Yeah,
I love that. Well, that also means that we probably get more Shanks at some point. So
I don't know.
I'm
I can't tell you.
I'm excited. Let me see. Let me spin and take a gander at all my different books here. I don't. Hmm. That's really tough.
That one character who you feel, oh yeah, they definitely wrote about me here.
Hmm. I'm thinking. Give me a minute.
Okay, take your time. I'm curious. Like, you're such a unique person that it's hard to find yourself in any books.
A little bit. I mean, well, and I primarily, it's rough because I do feel like I primarily read, most of my books have like male main characters.
That's
There's
right.
not as
Well,
many
you
women.
said you relate to Usopp a lot. So, what would you say? Like, do you have like a similar backstory to
Oh,
Usopp or
that's
something?
true. Yeah, see, there we go. I'm guess I'm thinking of a woman. It could be a guy. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, recently in reading, I would say I relate a lot to Usopp. Because I'm not the bravest individual.
You did say you don't like bugs.
I don't like bugs. No, I say that I have the disposition of a hamster because I'm like easily spooked. I I don't like scary movies. I don't watch them. I don't like reading horror books. Like I'm very wimpy.
Aw, she's
And
just a
I
girl.
often feel like a burden to those that I love.
Ah, okay.
So I
So you must
that's
have
why
really
I
like wrong I think the one where we got Dory and Broggy. You must have really liked the island, like seeing like Usopp like character develop.
hmm
Yeah, seeing
Yeah,
his being
I
brave.
feel like that's like that was the first time we saw him, other than when they invited him onto the ship. Um, I felt like it was just so nice to see him so inspired and excited. And then, I loved his fight too with Chopper in
Ah,
Alabasta,
yeah.
where, he's afraid that Luffy was killed, and it's the love for his friends and his loved ones that makes him brave, and that's very much how it
Is that the
is for
same for you?
me. hmm
Okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have I
that's
have
really cute. Okay.
I have two kids, and I quite literally would stomp any bug or go through anything
Oh,
to protect them or do anything for them. Not for myself,
yeah.
but for them, I would do anything. So, I relate to that a lot. And I would say too, I really like Percy Jackson from the Percy Jackson series.
Really? I was not
Mhm.
expecting that. Percy?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love Percy.
Are your parents
I
secretly deities? Is that what it is?
listen. I used to be like, because I read those books when I was like
Yeah.
11. So I
You were
was like,
adopted and your
oh,
parents
like
are
what, like
deities. Okay.
what, like what I used to think, like which house would I want to be in,
Ah,
you know? Same with Harry Potter. You're sitting, you're
fair.
like, maybe it's real. Maybe I'll get the letter from a magic owl, but no, I have read Percy Jackson probably 6 times at least.
Dang.
It's
I have
I
never
love that
once read
series.
Percy Jackson or watched anything related. People tell me to watch the one on Disney Plus that it's very accurate. I don't know. Is it worth it?
I have not seen it.
Okay.
I'm always just gonna say go to the source.
Ah,
I
okay.
know. But look, they're right here. They're right here.
Hidden Thief, huh?
Okay. There's 5 books in the original series, and they're very bingeable. They're middle grade. Okay. It's like reading One Piece.
Okay.
It's very much on that kind of reading level. It's not
Yeah.
anything complicated. I recommend them for any age. It's a great introductory into reading. If you're slumping as an experienced reader, it's a
Okay.
great way because you can just rip through them, and
They
it
just threw
kind
me
of.
right into Red Rising, but okay.
Red Rising is great. Red Rising got me out of one of the biggest slumps in my adult reading span. It was my favorite series for like 3 months, and then I read Sun Eater and I changed it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
But
So you
no,
mentioned that you are a parent.
yeah.
As you go through life, you definitely have different inspirations from different things, whether that be movies and stuff. For me, I don't even have kids yet, and I
Mhm.
already know that the several books that I have read have already infiltrated because there's a book character who I'm going to name my first daughter after. My first daughter is going to be Valeria, and there's a character named Valeria Richards that I really love reading about. and I want my daughter to be named after her because of how amazing that character is. Would you say there
Oh.
is any books or like how media in general has influenced the way you want to raise your kids or anything like that as you as a parent?
Oh yeah, for sure. Look, there are some diabolically bad parents in
Okay,
a lot of these books. So there's a lot of instructions on
what not to
what
do?
not to do. I will say, behind where's she at? Um, way up yonder. Where that tree is
Okay,
sitting on. It's called Shadow of the Gods. It's the
okay.
Bloodsworn Saga by John Gwynne. One of the characters in there, her name is Orca. One of the most incredible, badass mothers and women I have ever read about in a story ever. You guys, if
Is
you
it about
want
raising
like
kids?
she's incredible. Basically, her son gets taken
Mm.
and she goes to get him back. And this woman
Oh,
is feral. Like it's motherhood rage incarnate. It's incredible. I'm like, all right, I need to go train to be like Orca, but I have Usopp's disposition.
oh. I
But
mean, okay.
no, but that's it's how you feel as a parent. It's that just that carnal burning sense of protectiveness over your children. So, or like again in Percy Jackson, his mom, Sally.
Oh yeah.
The way that she loves him or oh, and have you no, I can't say it yet.
I mean, I've gotten Percy Jackson spoilers in the sense that somebody forced me to see the 2010 movie or whatever it was, the one that was so not accurate at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, somebody forced me to see it, so I know the concept of Percy Jackson. I know
No,
about the
I was
little
gonna
goat
say something in Red
guys.
Rising. There's a
Oh,
scene in Red Rising, but I'm not gonna say it because you need to
is it in the first
experience
book?
it.
If not, then I don't know about it. I've only read
It's
the
in the
first book.
second book.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
It's toward the end of the second book. So when you get to that point, you can read it. But there's a lot of great. John Gwynne, who wrote about Orca, also
Mm-hmm.
wrote a series called The Faithful and the Fallen, which I am currently in the middle of.
I saw that. Yeah,
Um, there's a really great set of parents
hi
in that book.
Lily.
He writes some really incredible parents. And I will say, actually, too, not even just parents, a really great, inspiring figure is a good mentor figure, right? Because often
Okay.
there's a mentor that stands in place of a parent. So, like how impactful Shanks was to
Mm-hmm.
Luffy, right? Shanks isn't Luffy's dad, but that's kind of the only father figure that we
I
get.
heard some people say theories that Shanks might be Luffy's dad.
Really?
Some
I
people
mean,
are
if I
theorizing
think
that.
about it, he and Ace kind of look similar.
Mm. Have you met
Kind
any
of.
of Luffy's like family members other than Ace?
I don't.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay, okay. So you're not that far yet. I was only
Mm-mm.
wondering, but people are
Nothing
theorizing that
confirmed, anyway.
people are theorizing. I've heard several theories. This is Juliet. Juliet's one of the Booktokers. She theorized that Luffy's dad could be one of two people, either Shanks or that guy who was tattooed over at Loketown or whatever, like the guy with a tattoo on his face. She theorized it would be one of those two people
Guy with the tattoo on his face.
who saved Luffy
Who
from getting
saves Luffy?
yeah, from getting executed. And Smoker was there and saw it.
Oh, did you see? We didn't see his whole. Wasn't he
No, we
like
didn't
in
see his whole
shadow or
face.
something?
Yeah, he was in shadow. Yeah, yeah. We see like a markings on his face, so I presume it's a tattoo.
Wasn't it? It was I can literally see the panel in my head.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get the
yeah. Some
words.
people
Did it start
speculate that
with a
that would
D?
save Dragon. Yes, that's the name.
Dragon.
They say his
Yes.
name on there. His name is Dragon. Yes. Some people speculate that it's either him or it's Shanks. So that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting theory. Huh. It could be. I feel like honestly we moved on too quickly from Logtown, because there was a
Oh,
lot of stuff in
you think
there
we
that
moved on
was
too quickly? It's coming back. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is, not like the island is coming back, but every detail you ever
it's
read,
it's
write it
gonna
down.
wrap around. We're
Yeah,
gonna wrap
it's
around.
especially Skypea, especially
Yes! Oh, I'm
dude.
so happy.
Man,
Yeah, I need to know about. Okay, how do is it pawn glyphs or is it pwn glyphs or is it
oh,
something else?
you will not get enough of those. That's all I'll tell you.
No,
You
I know. How do you say it? How are
poneglyphs.
they?
Yeah,
Poneglyphs?
yeah, poneglyphs. Yeah, it's kind of
Okay,
like
okay.
hieroglyphics, poneglyphs. So yeah,
Yeah, that whole bit, and then with
I will give you a hint. There is a mythology in Skypea. That's all I'm gonna say. As you were reading Skypea, there is a whole mythology that was talked about, other than the fact that Enel was supposed to be a god or whatever. There is a whole mythology going
Mhm.
on in Skypea that they mention. Hey, Morgan, you should definitely like pay more attention to it.
Interesting. I really liked his SBS one of the SBS question corners. Um, Someone was asking about like his when Enel would use his lightning powers, like the names he took them from different
Right.
um like different mythologies, I
He
think is
definitely
what he
did.
is what he did.
There's a lot of inspiration in like every
Hmm.
arc he goes into, he writes it as a different genre. Several
Yeah.
arcs are written differently. There is an arc that he writes like a war. In Romance Dawn, he writes it like a childish story.
Hmm.
And like there's several arcs like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, he wrote Syrup Village like that. Obviously,
Yeah.
you will see that he writes different arcs like different genres. There is an arc where he writes it like it's a play. I'm not gonna tell you which arc, but it's so
Oh my
cool how he does it. Yeah,
gosh.
it's so cool.
You have to have so much talent to do that, and I love how much research he does, especially when he's copying, or like getting inspired from something geographically. Like, he based Alabasta off of Egypt.
Right.
Um, it's just so cool. I mean, he really does his homework, and you can see it. And I feel like that's how you get so immersed. I mean,
Oh yeah.
each island genuinely feels like its own world and its own space, and the details. Even in Water 7, like the water elevator.
Right.
Like that's so cool. I would not even think of that.
You mentioned
And-
the SBS earlier. People
oh
do
yeah,
send
go
him
for it.
letters. And they send him letters and stuff like that. Several letters about asking him like, can you reveal some stuff or whatnot, like some questions. He picks the randomest ones and answers them. I'm sure you've seen it already. The one about Nami's measurements. So that's the questions he chooses to answer. Like, couldn't
Yeah.
you? But
I
yeah,
I
there's
always
several
do a
questions like that.
scan. I'm like, all right, is this gonna be a serious one or is this
Yeah,
gonna be, the classic? He's just
it's funny.
goofing.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
There's several. Some of them like he says, "What about if Zoro's swords were people? What would they look like?" He draws it. I'm like, that's what you choose to answer? Like, really? You couldn't answer something like we actually care about? Some there those he answers so many perverted questions. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Like Oda goes out of his way, but hey, it's Japan. You gotta love it.
Yeah, I know. Well, there was also a comment, I think, um, from a girl had written in and was like, oh, all everyone they're obsessed with Nami and now Nami, and he's like, well, they're boys. I can't. What do you want me to say?
Fair enough.
And
Fair enough.
but you know what's funny is I really like the way that he writes women, at least that we've seen. Like Nami is such a good character. She's such a well-written character, like how she was in Arlong. Like she's
Right.
very ferociously independent and capable, and I don't know. Hopefully it stays that way. But even Robin, I mean, she's very complex. I'm excited to find out more about Robin.
You're gonna cry soon.
They each have substance to them, which I really appreciate, because there are some anime out there where there's not as much substance
So
to the
there
girls.
is this is not a spoiler because you've
Mhm.
probably noticed a bit of it. Some people accuse Oda of being sexist because the way he writes certain characters. I don't know if you are one of those people who will later believe this. It becomes later on. There are some things who you might think like, well, maybe it's because of this. The reason why Oda writes it certain things in specific ways is you're in a world where violence is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Literally is the answer, and men are more violent than women. You obviously have some women who are violent, but men are more violent
Mm-hmm.
than women. So men tend to oppress people, and also you live in like battleships and stuff. You don't get time to like wash a lot of clothes, and it gets really hot out there in the ocean, humid sea, so not a lot of
Oh,
clothing gets put on. So some people like dress a little more skimpy because of like they don't want to get wet often because you can get scurvy from that. There is a lot of things that you have to realize that it's how you have to write characters. You can't just like write them in full-blown gowns in certain places.
no, and look, there's gonna be it's Japan. There's gonna be
There's
fan
that too.
service. It's a
Yeah.
huge part of the culture, unfortunately. And I like to look. I can look past it if there's substance to the characters. If
Oh,
they're kind
definitely.
of like airheads and then they're just there for the fan service, then that's what gets frustrating for me as a reader or an anime watcher. But again, I'm already so attached to Nami, and I have a feeling I very much will be for Robin
Oh,
here
yeah.
soon as well. That
You might actually like her more than Nami. That's what I'm gonna say.
I could see it. I could see it because I feel like she's another one that I feel like I feel a kinship with. So I'm excited to find out more about her. But I he just writes, and Vivi. I mean, Vivi is
Oh,
a
Vivi is so
phenomenal
good.
character.
How did you feel about Luffy hitting Vivi? Some women did not like that.
Oh no, I thought it was great. I
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Because
I
Luffy is like,
not
I don't care who you are.
not saying that I condone that, but
Okay, okay.
Because that's not Luffy's character to just
Right,
beat up women, right?
right.
Again, he's got a sense of emotional intelligence, and
Mm-hmm.
that is what she needed to snap her out of it in that moment. So, never condoning
Right.
violence against women, but
Of course, of course.
it's it was from a friend to friend, literally friend to friend. Hey, we cannot do this.
Right.
You're panicking. You need to not panic. I feel like Luffy, he sees to the heart of most situations. And same with in the way though when they pulled up to Whiskey Peak. Not Whiskey
Oh.
Peak. Or was it? They pulled up somewhere, and no, it was Drum Island.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like getting ready to fight, and Vivi whacks him and is like, hey, don't stop, like bow, you could be respectful. So I feel like they're just very honest with each other. I really feel like Lux, it's all stuff that you have to be aware of.
Okay.
I don't think that, and look, it's not ever my position to judge other people in the way that they parent. Um, as someone who loves books, I try to, you know, extend my children's attention spans through reading and different activities, but you know, my kids are not iPad kids. But I
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah. How'd you do
yeah,
that?
no, no, no. I think it's really sad that there are kids that can't go to the grocery store with their parents without needing a screen. I think it's really sad. It's fun to involve your kids in day-to-day life, and I think the easiest thing is it's easier to give your child a screen so that you don't have to deal with a tantrum. You don't have it's a non-confrontation thing. um and it's you have to parent. You can't have your kids and not parent. You have to fight the hard battles and be the bad
Do you
guy
have boys?
sometimes, and what
Do you have boys? One.
more.
Okay. So I don't know what it's like growing up as a girl. the reason why I want to, so as a boy, as you're growing up, it's life is literally trial by fire. Boys are like swords. You have to cast them in hard metal in order for it to be like formulated and whatnot. So they have to like get hurt in order to learn. They like that's why they fight. Boys fight to resolve certain things. There was a parent that I met the other day. She has four boys, and she says the only time she's ever worried is when it's quiet. It's good when they're noisy because at least they're doing things, but when it's quiet, you don't like she's worried for her mind. What is it like raising a boy versus a girl who
Listen,
you have to be more gentle with?
I had a girl first, wildly
Mm-hmm.
different experience. All right. I was like, I can handle one more kid. He's crazy. He's nuts. I love him to death. But the things that this kid gets
Mm-hmm.
into, I baby
Oh
proofed the
no.
house for my daughter and I didn't need to. Like she just didn't get into anything. She played, she followed me around the house. She's just my little helper. I love to take her grocery shopping. My son is feral.
Mm-hmm.
He's fried phone cords by sucking on the ends of them. He's figured out how to open the dishwasher and he'll look specifically for knives. So I've
That's
had to
boys.
change the way. I mean, locks on everything.
I love him already.
He's insane. I mean, literally, this kid gets into everything. He was drinking out of the toilet multiple times for a while. I had to keep all the bathroom doors and toilets locked at all times. I mean, just
Uh, Boys are
yeah,
explorative, and they don't learn until they suffer from it.
yeah. And he's a lot like he bites. There's that like I have to be a lot more corrective with him than I was with my daughter. Like my
Yeah.
daughter just didn't do anything. She was just like she's just she's my little buddy. And my son is my little buddy. He's just my little feral buddy, so we spend a lot of time outside where he can't drink out of toilets and grab knives out of the dishwasher, and he loves it outside. He loves it outside. That's all he wants to like. He wants to explore. And again, my daughter wasn't like that. Like she liked being inside. We liked imaginative play. And for someone in the comments who said I should read Dungeon Crawler Carl, I have it behind me. I have read the first book and I loved it. But yeah, she wasn't as into exploring and things in the way that he is. So it's just, and each kid is different, you know? He will eat dirt.
Do you
He
worry
has
when he gets
eaten
too
much
quiet?
worse than dirt, I fear. I don't want to
Yeah.
think about it.
It's
You
when he
can't.
gets too quiet that's when you're worried, huh?
It's every time. It's every time. I'm like, what are you doing? In fact, I was unloading the dishwasher the other day and I realized he wasn't in there with me because the dishwasher is his favorite thing. And I'm like, oh no, where is he? Got into the bathroom. He had unrolled all the toilet paper, had dunked it into the toilet, and then slopped it in the bathtub. Yeah, it was a mess. It was
I love him
such.
already. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. So he is not even
There are
two.
several rite of passage of being a boy. I'm trying to think. Like eating dirt is one of them. Like being a boy. Has he been shy around? Like no, he's too young yet. He's too young yet.
Mhm.
Um, has he started bullying you yet?
Oh, 1,000%. He screams from the top of his lungs. And again, like my daughter did not do that. I have to when
Calling
I
poetry
go to
is
the
one of them.
grocery store, okay, I'm like, all right, I've got 10 minutes before this ticking time bomb starts blasting the eardrums out of every poor person in this grocery store. So, and it's not so it's just again, I could give him an iPad and it would make things easier, but I'm not going to,
Don't. No.
No, no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
I love my kids as much as a handful as one of them may be at times. It's all part of parenting, and realistically, I mean, they say little kids, little problems, big kids, bigger problems, right? So I'm not saying I'm excited for when they will start begging for phones and things like that and they have those bigger kid problems, but the little years they fly by. I mean, because my son's almost
Oh
2
yeah.
and I blinked and everyone says hold on to it, the days are long and the years are short, you know. So
Yeah.
it is
There's
of all
I
the
don't want to
things,
scare you.
yeah, of all the things I have done, motherhood is the greatest and it will always be the greatest. I love
Oh
it.
my! I always say that. My mom told me that she has chased careers, she has chased friendship. She will never ever stop admitting that being a parent is the most important thing she's ever done. Because, like, people are going to recognize her for her degrees and stuff, but degrees come and go. But the fact that she's living people that will continue to impact other people.
Hmm.
Like, your son will one day grow up to be somebody's husband, somebody's brother.
Hmm.
Like he's great. Your daughter, she's going to lead people. And,
Yeah.
like my mom told me that that's the greatest thing she's ever done, and not necessarily her
Hmm.
career.
Yep. Yep. And that's why as much as, I mean, this book thing is amazing and I'm very, very thankful that it's gotten as big as it has. I mean, never in my life did I think that I would have an account that had 20,000 people, which I get in the content space is still relatively small, if you think about it. For me, it's insane. I thought I was going to have like 100 people that I would meet. But my kids are that's my priority. I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's what I do. They're my life, it's what I do. I love them to death. So it's, you know, whether it's cleaning toilet paper out of the bathtub or having a nice calm playtime with blocks. It's good with the bad. So it's great, and I love taking bits out of the stories I read and seeing it in their life and applying it to my life. It's just great. It's great. I love my life. I love my kids. I love my family. It's great. Everything else is just
I don't know if
icing.
anyone said this, but I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you, Cheddar. You're an amazing person.
Thank you. That is so kind of you to say.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I've got to get my kids reading One Piece when they're old enough. I'll make them I'll
Oh
make
yeah.
them
I mean,
straw hats too.
for Sarah, she has started getting her kid reading it now, but like only like certain places of it, cause like certain things are like darker themed. So she like
Yeah.
picks pieces of it to like read it for bedtime stories, and then whenever
Hmm.
they're grown up, they can read it on their own and stuff.
That's yeah. Yeah. I know. I feel like manga and anime, you have to pick and choose. No Berserk as your kids. First of all,
No,
I'm
no,
scared of
yeah.
Berserk.
I started like watching anime at like 4 years old.
At 4?
Yeah, it was like Dragon Ball and like One Piece. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I mean it comes off. My daughter has seen a
Pokemon's
little
tough.
bit of My Hero and she's like begging and I'm like
No,
certain
not yet.
no, not yet. No.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Pokemon is a
No.
safe one for boys. Boys love Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my daughter is a huge Pokemon fan already. So, I'm sure my son will, you know, when he has the attention span,
Oh,
will eventually get
that's
there.
so
But
cool. You're
yeah.
such an amazing. I think I just became even more of a big fan of you. Like, I'm sorry that you watch my YouTube videos and you see me fangirl every time I see you on them. Like, guys, it's Cherry Cheddar. How?
No,
Actually, how is it like
I love it.
watching
It's
my
so
videos?
sweet.
Yeah, yeah. You just seem like overreact to like your existence.
No, no, it's so sweet. I was so excited when I felt so terrible that I somehow missed all of your tags because my comments had gotten so nuts from a couple posts that had blown up. They must have just filtered out because I try to be very responsive to like everything. Um, but I was like, I was so excited. I was like, guess what? There's someone reacting to my videos on YouTube because I watch that stuff. So it was like such a Twilight Realm
You
moment
have a
for me
fan base.
to see that. But your support has been so kind and I'm so thankful. I enjoy watching you react to everyone's videos in the space and we're just so appreciative. So thank you. It's been you've helped kind of usher in a positive sense. So we really appreciate it.
I don't want to hold you up too long because you are a mom and you have a life that you have to attend to. Before everything, I want to go ahead and say thank you from the fan base community, the Cherry Cheddar fans, and the One Piece community. I want to say thank you for everything you do. The reviews you do, the way you edit videos, your mic quality, everything. I just want to say thank you. We see all of the effort you put into it, the time you invest. I want to say thank you so much.
That's so sweet. Thank you. Oh my goodness. This literally just made my whole week. Thank you so much. I love sharing my journey and
Absolutely.
even when I'm caught up with One Piece, I hope to have made some lifelong friends, that will
We will
connect
do
with.
another interview.
So.
There is a war arc coming up. I want to interview you when you get there.
Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah, just you're following, you're putting out your videos, so my DMs are always open. Just let me know. I'm so excited.
Any
Yeah.
parting words for everybody who is a huge fan of you?
Just thank you guys, whether you're on YouTube or TikTok or wherever else you're so fancy. You have so many things going at once, but I'm just so appreciative. But yeah, if you ever leave a comment and I don't respond, no, I'm just being careful for spoilery comments. But yeah, I just appreciate every one of you. I adore your comments. I adore One Piece. Thank you so much. Talk about anything with me anytime. I'm happy to chat.
Absolutely. Next time we talk, I would definitely have read Sun Eater, or maybe I'll be in the first book. Maybe not done by it, but I want to talk about Sun Eater next time we talk for sure.
Oh, no pressure. They're hefty books, so if it's not for you, I completely understand. There are no hard feelings. Don't push yourself too hard.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Whatever
you so
you're
much.
reading, we'll talk about it.
You're amazing.
You're so kind. But thank you for having me on. I so appreciate it. I can't wait to be on again at some point soon.
All right, here you go, guys. This has been Cherry Cheddar. She's the most amazing book nerd, marching band geek, mom of a son who drinks out of a toilet. She's the most amazing woman you'll ever meet. I hope you guys love her so much, and I look forward to more of your videos. You be sure to stay safe and have a beautiful night.
Thank you. You too.
Oh man, she was amazing. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. I gotta do so many more of these interviews and I look forward to it. I look forward to more Cherry Cheddars. I hope you guys make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to go follow Cherry Cheddars. Her link is down in the description below. And I'll see you guys later. You guys are all amazing. Peace out. Stay classy. Okay, what's up YouTube? I just ended everything on the TikTok. How you guys doing on YouTube? I tried to put as much of your questions, Prashan, as possible. I know I couldn't put all of them, especially the last one. Okay, but yes, we will interact with her after Annie's lobby towards the Marineford area. We will interact with her, so don't worry. But yes, I will also make sure to edit this video and turn it into an actual, like an actual video. But yes, I love each and every one of you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah. Thank you, Prashan. Thank you, Venki, Madara, Clive, everybody who was here. The Gross Demon. Prashan, you're an amazing man, bro. I look forward to seeing you more in the comments. And I'll try my best to do more of it. But yes, love you, man. I hope you stay safe.